What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Spectre here for another Horizon Forbidden West campaign playthrough. We have just arrived at the bottom of the lift. We told off a very persnickety priest and a soldier with the patience of a saint. I don't know how he was capable of putting up with that for as long as he did, but he did. We have leveled up twice since the start of the game, so the first thing we're going to do is spend those skill points and level up. And then we'll go ahead and begin following our quest, which is right now to go find Erend, captain of the Karja Vanguard, their elite military unit, and a personal friend of Aloy who accompanied us through most of the first game. So, for our level up, we have 2 points, as we can see up here on the top left, and we have 6 categories. This is more than we had in the last game. So we've got Warrior, which is melee combos and melee damage, including techniques for a warrior bow. Trapper for food and traps, the amount of traps placed, and the Tripcaster and Ropecaster, both of which are heavier weapons that do a lot of special effects. Hunter, ranged combat improves your Hunter bow, which is the bow we have started with, and Bolt Blasters, that's new, looks like a crossbow kind of a situation. Survivor, increased effectiveness of healing and potions, gaining benefits while in low health. Blast Slings and Shredder Gauntlets. We currently have a Blast Sling. It's a little frost thing we have as our secondary. Infiltrator, reduce visibility, movement noise, and increase damage dealt while in stealth. Includes weapon techniques for the Sharp Shot bows. These are the big, heavy longbows. And finally, Machine Master, to increase the effectiveness of overriding machines, the durability and damage dealt from overridden machines, and weapon techniques for Spike Throwers, which is also a new weapon type, not from the first game. So I think early on, let's start with something that's stealthy. What does this do? So Ion Strike does more damage. Do more impact, do more tear. I wanted activate a cloaker. Oh, so these, like, there's some wild stuff down in here. Interesting. Okay. Let's try our Hunter. Increase concentration. Oh, so we can slot on time for better accuracy. We'll get Ranged Master. I can zoom all the way out, that's nice. Bolt Blaster. Fire 8 bolts. Whoa, so it's like a shotgun crossbow thing. It's wild. And Hunter Bow High Volley. It's kind of fun. Power Shots. Triple Notch. This is an ability that's so powerful from the first game, because it worked on any bow. You could just notch 3 of any arrow on any bow right away. Unleash an entire clip of bolts. Whoa, okay. So these are quite strong, aren't they? Alright. Machine, what does this give us? Mounted defense, Heartbreaker, Repelled Spike, excuse me, Spike Trap. Heartbreaker's pretty good. Toughened, consume a special potion. Blast Sling, it's a bouncing bomb. Shredder Gauntlet, is that like a throwing a saw? Cool. And then Ranged Master for our... What's this one? Oh, that's the one we already saw. This is Trapper. Increase the buildup and effects of Elemental while gaining a greater resistance to the same. Increase the effects of traps and tripwires. Oh, because Ropecasters let you tie machines down so they become immobile, so you can do stuff more easily and they can't react. They do break free the more damage you do to them, however. It's Resonator Blast. Oh, this is that new high-tech component. Nora Warrior, Block Breaker, Critical Boost. It's pretty good. Burst Fire on the Warrior Bow. Oh, it's a really little short bow now. That's different. Fire 3 arrows, fire 5 arrows horizontally. 3 arrows in a burst. Whoa, that's a crazy move. Melee detonator. Fire something and then hit it with a melee to blow it up. This one does, wait, what? Interesting. Just a quick heavy strike. Do more damage temporarily. Risky flurry of melee attacks. Powerful spin. Powerful final strike. And we've got Bull Street Resolve. Do more damage with Spear and Warrior. Increase your awareness of weakened enemies and the duration that they get knocked down. Deal elemental damage with your spear. Okay, so I think let's start with this one. I don't really want Stealth Strike, but I really want to try and get low profile and quiet movement very quickly. So, looks like some skills may cost multiple points as well. I have to get all 3 to get that one. Interesting. Okay. Let's grab Stealth Tear. And then we'll grab Low Profile next. And then we will do Stealth Range to get a little bit better damage. And then we'll get Quiet Movement. Alrighty. So we need to go find Errand.
Gotta find Errand. But it might be good to hit Chain Scrape first and upgrade my bow.
Don't hate that idea. Oh, I can bring up the HUD like that. That's fun. That's from the tutorial, and I don't remember it. Oops. But oh well. Can I scan from here? I cannot. There's a burrower. 4. Campfire. Grab the loot. And then we will quick save. I can fast travel for free from a campfire, it looks like. Interesting. Normally it takes, you have to have fast travel packs, which you have to make. Something unknown right around this corner here. What have we got? Can I climb this? Oh, I can. Oh, that's interesting. Pick up that pale bloom, whatever that is. Climb all the way up to the top here. There's Chain Scrape down there. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Grab that. What's that animation?
This place has seen better days.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Can I go all the way up? There we go. Scan. Discovered the blocked path. Resources. Where am I? Signal tower. Missing tool needed. Interesting. Go ahead and lower that ladder. Make this easier to do. Can I? Nope.
I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now.
So there is something down there as well. Let's climb up top here. What have we got? Something around the building. Little supply cache. Climb up all the way. Ooh, almost didn't make that jump.
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. Send a signal?
Gather signal lens. The
Looks
lens
like
of
some
morning.
kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Guess I will need those at some point. Just kind of quietly, gently, ish, drop down the ladder here. We have a metal flower.
Can't get rid of the vines. Not yet, anyway.
Sprouting organic vines, invulnerable to impact, special gear required. So that's what I have to have. It opens up a tunnel down there. Interesting. And there's a rappel point. And there goes all of the skin on your hands. To the bottom. Run this way. Yeah, what have we got? What have we got? Actually, just follow this path all the way around to the city, it looks like.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior?
Oh boy. Should be good.
Chain Scrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Oh, this should be good. It's like,
By the Forge.
oh, it's Petra.
Petra? Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump. It's nice to see you too. And not a moment too soon. Come on.
Hi. Hello. Anyone wondering?
Damn
There's the
brewery's the only
cat.
thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chain scrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. Right there's the biggest tool of all.
Not our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you.
Hi, Jasper. We
Gotta
decided
move
to...
on.
What is happening?
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
I think we find her at the brewery.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
She's finding a way to rationalize her friend with her mission. It's not exactly good. We're gonna... He just fell off my desk. Alright, let's actually quickly grab this workbench, do this, then we go find Petra. So, weapon upgrades. Oh, we're using upgrade points like we did in the first one. Start with the bow. Oh, these are slightly different. Oh, coils, that's what I'm used to, is the coil system. They're basically modifications you add in. Let's directly upgrade the bow. Give it more things. I can afford to upgrade it again. Just improves the stats. And the third one I can't do without a burrower sound shell and another braided wire. That'll boost my stats again. Okay. So I'll create the job. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not going to worry about the blast thing right now. I don't plan on keeping it. Let's upgrade the armor if we can. So we've unlocked just improved stats. Let's do it again. Stats again. I need a Fanghorn Antler to get level 3. That'll boost my resistances and my armor points. As well as get me 2 of those. Oh, they're already open, maybe. Pouch upgrades. These are my capacity points for my inventory and special gear. Currently, it's just the rope caster. Cool. What is this? Ammo deals acid damage. Levels the corroding state. So instead of corruption, which was the thing from the first game, we now have corrosion with acid. Not bad. Open your stash. What is this? Oh, this is all the stuff. This is all the stuff that I picked up that I didn't have enough space for. Outfits. We've got the Karja Behemoth Elite. The Nora Thunder Elite. Ooh. Card from plates with a Thunder Jaw. I think I like this look. I don't hate that one. It's just a little too yellow for me. We're going to go with that one. Take that. Weapons. We've got a short bow and a thunder sling. So definitely take both of those. Apex Claw Strider. What's a strike piece? Used in a game of Machine Strike. So there's a mini game in here. Okay. Tools. Let's take those. Resources. Let's take... We only have one of those, I think it said. That's the one we have. Bristleback Tusk. Apex Burrower, Apex Scrounger, Large Machine Core, Medium Machine Core, Blast Paste, Metal Bone, Circulators, Machine Core, Muscle, and then other basic crafting stuff. So let's go ahead and unlocks outfit dies. Oh, that's cool. This is your stash. Retrieve individuals or restock all resources by holding R. By upgrading pouches at the workbench, you can increase carrying capacity. Great.
This should
So let's wait a minute.
be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Wait, I marked those to take. Are they not in my inventory? Oh. Oh, I get it. So we mark all of them at once. And then you take that stuff. Oh, so to take by category. Interesting. Okay. Tools, let's go ahead and grab all of these. Take all 10. Yes. Okay. Now, there we go. So this is a Frost Blast Sling. Explosives, so they're different blast slings, okay. Let's attach this weapon there. We'll attach this one there. We're going to go ahead and... This does impact and fire resist, but not the other four. So actually, I think we keep the anointed armor for now. Warrior bows are quick firing short range bows. Do maximum damage even not fully drawn. Okay.
Never fear, my lady. You have found me.
I can't talk to him. Unknown, new quest, new quest, new quest. Unknown melee pit, machine strike game. There's a campfire. Let's grab that quickly.
Nothing interesting.
You can fast travel between campfires you've discovered without using fast travel packs. That's different.
On another
Oh, from this campfire to another campfire. Got it. Okay. Let's find where Petra went. What's over here? We have an injured person.
What happened to you?
Arnuff.
That damn mine is what happened to me. Won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off her pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it?
Alright, so how were you injured?
Mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
Alright, let's talk about
How
Olvund.
come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
So we need to get rid of
Who's
Olvund,
Corvin?
is what I'm hearing.
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Ulvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
Okay, so
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
we're gonna go up to the mine to the northeast.
Would appreciate that. Thank you.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Okay,
Not again.
let's see. That's Aaron's location. I can mark stuff. So yes, let's mark the new quest. Over there. It's not entirely what I meant to do, but hey, we'll jump on the tent. I'm gonna just jump over the little barrels. She jumps like 7 feet straight up. Up into here. That's not Petra, but I'm sure she's in here.
Hey,
Mildef.
Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his
So
minions
Olvin
won't stop
needs to
pestering
go.
me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Let's talk about Olvin's
Olvin's
people.
causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Olvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
How did you end up in
Okay,
Chainscrape?
so we have a little bit of a
Heard about a new
gang
and
boss
upcoming town at the edge
situation.
of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your
So-
last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask
I really
pleasantly.
like Mildef.
But
But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes.
So we have to repair the griddle.
I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
what do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast.
River to the
Don't
northeast.
worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like,
And
Oh.
don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
Oh. Poor guy. It's Mildef. Do we see Petra anywhere? Who's down there? Petra. And Salma? I don't know who Salma is, but... Let's talk to Petra.
Change your come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
She invented artillery cannons. And we used them to save the city of Meridian. They were part of the way we protected it.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Gross. He's gonna be one of Ulvin's
Where did they come
people.
from?
That's the thing.
Something's up with that guy being
No one
there.
rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Ulvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
So he's...
And people actually
Okay.
believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
There we go.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
And let's
So
talk about Ulvin.
Ulvind.
Around here, everything's about Ulvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
So the decree turns it over to Osram
This
territory.
concession decree. What is it exactly? And how
He
would
wants
it
it
help Ulvind?
so he doesn't lose the stuff and doesn't lose the
Big
money.
diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
So,
Well, I have to be going. Thanks
so
for the
Ulvin
tour,
is our
Petra.
new target.
I'm glad I stopped
Okay.
by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Okay. So, the other area, there's one more quest down there. Let's go grab quickly.
We are on the same side here, Ulvin. What do you want?
Ah, here we go.
Some kind of payment.
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Me.
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics,
Oh,
my fierce
gross.
lady warrior. Ulvin Freeholder, at your service.
Slimy.
So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy, and
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey?
Yeah,
Off you
no,
go.
we're not leaving till we
Not
get
so
rid of you,
fast.
buddy. Definitely not. Let's you and the
don't seem to have
Karja.
a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, bah! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody
Sure you were,
handed me
buddy.
anything or dropped opportunity into my lap.
Oh boy.
Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Karja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there.
They don't though.
Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Karja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal
kinda got
we
a point with the
deserve,
soldiers,
I'm not risking
laborers
Osram
argument.
lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram
Okay.
laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Karja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this
He's
prosperity.
posturing
for a
that
land
way
worked
when
by the
Aloy is
people,
over here.
For the people.
Right. And just how much
Gross.
would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Who appointed
if
you?
Scrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority. People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who
She's
has followers
reading him.
has
Oh
authority.
my god.
I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
Founding
You
of
said you
Chainscrape.
founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I
Okay.
invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Where's the
Okay.
whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
Alright, he's gotta
Let's see
go.
what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet.
Go talk
He's in the
to
tavern.
Magistrate, and that'll be it for this part. Next one, we'll set out into the valley. Alrighty, there he is.
Savior, over here.
Hello, Javad.
Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Olvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, If you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
Yeah, let's help you out.
Where's this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
Oh, the two people in the background have the
The
exact same
Sundom
mirrored
to
animation. That's
designate
creepy.
portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
Blaming the
How does
Karja.
blaming the Karja for the
We already went through
bristlebacks
this on the
help
other person.
Ulvund
I
get his
thought it would be
concession?
different dialogue.
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chain Scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming
Awesome
that the Karja
town.
loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How
So,
did you
let's
get
talk about him.
stuck
Let's
here?
get some actual new
I asked
information
for
here.
the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time.
Ulvund's not
Nailed it.
going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chain Scrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the
Okay.
bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then
I doubt
he'll
that.
actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Okay. So, we have some information here. That's their quarry there, it looks like. That's going to be... Bristlebacks came from Bitterleaf. We need a burrower sound shell, some wild meat, Scrounger's site up the road that we needed stuff from, the mine we had to investigate, as well as some campfires to grab on our way. And then we will find Errand. I think we go northeast first and clear out behind us, and we then move down this way. That'll have to wait till the next part. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.